What's up, Berserker Patriots? So, I'm going to show you what these criminal aliens are doing. 2 more just got dropped off a little bit ago over here. So what they do is they come over here, and this time they sat here for this guy to stop and be willing to give them some fucking work. But they've been sitting out here with their bags and all of their stuff for about 4 hours now. And this guy's going to stop and help these criminal aliens. So, fuck. So we do still have Democrats in our community that are fucking helping these people hide. And I think that's why they've been getting dropped off here by the busload and by the truckload every day. I think there's a few houses, which I've exposed some of these houses that have like 70 or 80 of them in it right now, around here in Port Charlotte, Florida, and the cops are doing nothing about it. First of all, if you have American citizens living more than 5 people in a house with children in the home, and there's not enough rooms for everybody and they're sleeping together, that's illegal for Americans to do that, but criminal aliens can do it. You know what I'm saying? And the majority of the time when they catch these people, they're not even their kids, so we don't even know why they have these fucking children. That's the problem. That's what we mean by child trafficking. These criminal aliens you see walking around with kids, half the time they're not even their children. So it is what it is, but every single day, immigration, you want to come catch some criminal aliens, just come sit at the Wawa all day. You'll catch about 50 to 100 of them every single day. Wawa in Port Charlotte, Florida. You'll catch 50 to 100 of them every day. Now, if an American citizen sits out here for too long, they get harassed by the cops because they have the no sleeping and no homeless law in Florida now, where it's illegal to be homeless and it's illegal to sleep anywhere out that's not in a house, which I don't know how that works when you have, just in our town alone, 2,400 homeless people because of the hurricanes. So not only are we in a state of emergency still from the hurricanes because people's houses are still destroyed, and we were given no help even from the state here down in Southwest Florida. The state only helps people that are up by where Ron DeSantis' office is. We still have piles of debris from the last 2 hurricanes all over our town that have not been picked up. People are having to go to the county and complain that nothing is being cleaned up in our communities. We haven't seen one state organized crew come down here and help us at all. Y'all keep saying Ron DeSantis is great for hurricanes. We have not seen any help in Southwest Florida still to this day. And FEMA still doesn't come. Now FEMA doesn't come here at all. Not once. We haven't seen one FEMA representative in anywhere near where I'm at in Southwest Florida. Nowhere. We haven't seen any FEMA setups after any of the hurricanes, nothing. Punta Gorda got destroyed. Everything around us got destroyed, including us. Flooded, 4 feet of water, 3 different times, plus the hurricane wind damage. No help. None. So many people are fucking homeless. And what are they doing? Are they giving people extensions or, they're still making people pay everything exactly when it's supposed to be paid. There's no extensions on bills here in Florida like you're being told on TV. There's no extensions on rent. There's no nothing. If your bills rack up, they all have to be paid at the same time. So if you do get an extension from a company, once the extension's over, everything has to be paid off in one shot, even though there's thousands of people that still aren't working here. So it's just getting a little bit, it's stupid. Man, y'all are being lied to about the freedom state of Florida and the great governor we have, because Southwest Florida, we don't see him ever. He's not even in the country right now. He's in fucking Italy. We have all this stuff going on from the hurricanes here still, and another hurricane on the way this week or next week, and he's in Italy right now. Once again, during Ian, he was on his book tour, and running for the presidency during the last 2 hurricanes. We haven't even had a governor for the last 3 hurricanes. He hasn't been in our state for 1 hurricane. He leaves, and he's gone until everything's done. He'll come back for a couple days, sign a couple orders, and then leave again. We don't have any representation for the actual citizens here that have been denied for any help. I don't have a phone. I don't have any of my equipment anymore. I don't have anything. There's no program set up to help people get... Okay, what we need is all the stuff we lost that our businesses ran on. That's what we need, but there's no program set up to help people with that. None. We didn't even have a bank for a month. Our banks weren't open. We had no banks, we had no power, we had nothing. We had no way to get back to where we were. And the landscape supply stores that we did have, we don't have any in this town anymore. They all closed down because of the hurricanes. Their shit kept getting destroyed. So they all shut down, you know? So it is what it is. You know what happens when salt water gets in electronics? They never work again, or they blow up. That's the two options. They either never work again or they blow up, you know? Inside the bottom of that camper and inside the shed over here, I've got $10,000 worth of ruined power tools that I had just bought before the hurricane to do work for the other hurricane. So this big ass case right here that's got a chop saw on the top of it and then dresser drawers all through the whole thing that had all kinds of power tools in it. That whole thing, yeah, I know they're just Ryobi, but man, I've replaced all of my equipment 5 times now. 5 times in the past 4.5 years. I can't afford to do it anymore. None of us can. None of us can. We have old people living in their cars that can't even get a place to eat. Because we have one homeless shelter in this town, one that has 16 beds in it, and only families get priority. So they don't even get to go there. And they can only go there for 30 days, and then after that, they have to pay for the homeless shelter. So some of the homeless help here makes people give them all their food stamps. There's one lady here for years. She was making people give, she didn't even get caught. She didn't get any trouble for it. But she would have 20 people living in one house, and they had, not only did they have to pay her rent, but all of them had to give her all of their food stamps. So that's the kind of help we have down here in Southwest Florida. The churches don't do anything to help people here. They literally get free food that's donated to them. A lot of times it's expired or dented cans and no good. People get sick from it. So we need to stop worrying about other countries and start worrying about ours. Especially all the states have been racked and destroyed by all these natural disasters recently, you know? So let's recap. For the past 3.5 years, we've nonstop been trashed by hurricane after hurricane after hurricane in Florida. And nobody talks about Southwest Florida. Y'all talk about up in the Panhandle. The Panhandle only got hit by one of those hurricanes. We got hit head on in Southwest Florida by all of the fucking hurricanes. Okay, all of the hurricanes trashed us here. If it wasn't flooding, it was wind damage. You know what I mean? So, poor Punta Gorda, man. Those people, thank God most of them are fucking rich and all retired people because, I mean, that's 4 foot of water 3 different times they've had to replace their entire home. That's crazy. You've seen the videos I've posted around my town. People's whole houses, all of their drywall, everything sitting in their front yards. But they can't hire people because no insurance companies are paying out to anybody. So these people have paid to their insurance companies for years and years, and then they're not getting a fucking payout. They're not getting any money from them. So they can't afford to fix their shit again. Guess what happens when that happens? And this is why I think this is all set up by the state and FEMA together. Because what they do is, if you don't get your house fixed within a certain amount of time, they confiscate your land and bulldoze your home. I've shown you the videos of that. They'll confiscate your fucking land, bulldoze your home, push everything to the front of the road, and then pick it up for the trash. So that's how that works. The state actually confiscates people's land and condemns it if they can't afford to fix their shit. And most people can't. When you get destroyed over and over and over and over again. We got another one coming. We got another one coming this week. Well, it'll be here, they're saying next week. You know, it's Thursday now, so by next Monday or Tuesday, we're supposed to get hit by another fucking hurricane. You know? So, if you look at Florida from a satellite view right now, it looks like it's falling into the ocean. The whole north end of Florida looks like it's falling into the ocean. I love you guys. Be blessed.